Hey Virgos, how are you guys doing today? I'm recording this today on Sunday, April 9th, and this is going to be some spiritual messages that you guys need at this time. Well, I'm going to put it like this. It may or may not resonate for you just as yet, or it may have resonated. Some of this energy may have just recently passed, or it will be coming up in sometime in the future. Remember, time isn't relevant in those other dimensions, only relevant in the 3D. Crazy, huh? Okay, Virgo, if you're interested in a personal session with me, you guys can contact me, or if you just have one question, I do answer one question for free. One of my spirit guides wanted me to say $1. If you want to donate $1, you can. Okay, so messages for my Virgos, okay? Okay, Virgo, some of you guys are taming yourself in some way. I heard like taming your insides, right? So maybe you're going on some type of sabbatical. Maybe you're going abstinent for a while. Maybe you're clearing yourself of toxins. Maybe you're not drinking anymore. Maybe if you smoke, whatever you smoke, you may not be smoking anymore, but it's something you guys are not doing, right? Because you see how this has had a negative effect on you, especially recently. It's kind of distorted your logic, distorted your decision making in some way. You might have reverted back to some type of behavior that you had kind of cleared. This is so blurry to me. There we go. That's a little bit better. So you may have just went back to some type of behavior, right? This has to do with toxins. You may have been getting, for those of you that know how to listen to your higher self and know how to connect to the God in you, you may have been hearing that literally like it's time for you to clear. It's time for you to contain yourself. It's time for you to retreat. It's time for you to cleanse, whatever the case is. So what are the messages from my watchers? Well, that came out fast. It says, make time. Breathe with the green spaces around you, right? So like for some of you guys, this is definitely about getting more chlorophyll in your body. So eating leafy greens, if you're not taking a little liquid chlorophyll, if there's not something you don't want to do like that, then eat more greens. Eat lots of greens. Lots, I mean like abundance of green. Yeah, your poop are going to be looking green. Nothing to be scared of, because when you eat more green, your poop going to be green. So definitely do that. Look into that. What are the messages for my Virgos? Some of you guys need to contain your candy eating. Some of you guys eat too much candy, so you need to contain that. Some of you guys are going to find out. Some of these things are going to be clarified when you go to your next, let's say, pediatrician. Some of you guys got a Virgo child. Sorry. Some of you guys, this is going to be clarified when you have your next physical exam. What are the messages for my Virgos? Virgos, please. What are my Virgos? Oh, alrighty. All right. So we have own it. Beware of how you express your fear, because some of you guys and I got Virgo in I think I got Virgo in Jupiter, but it's like when you're feeling frustrated, when you're feeling anxious, you tend to snap a lot. You become very snappy, and you push people away. I feel like there's like two people, because I heard twice. There's like two people where they understand this about you, but I also feel like this might have happened twice with somebody and something happened, so it makes sense of that, if that makes sense. Messages for my Virgos. Messages for my Virgos. Taming the wild beast within, Virgo. Protect and shelter. I feel like you're very protective over yourself. That's so funny, Virgo, because I really was thinking earlier when I was doing something, I was like, I want to make a video about people who are defensive, because I was watching something earlier of a very popular influencer, and they were like, to me, I was watching an older video of them, and I felt like they were being defensive in that video I was watching, and it made me think of the time. It kind of triggered me, because I've always been told I was defensive, and I had to be defensive because of the way I have been treated in my life. So Virgo, that's probably something you have experienced where you've always had to be defensive. But don't you know, Virgo, there's a time to let go and surrender. Also, there's a time where you don't have to be defensive anymore. But I feel like that's your gun in the barrel, or however that saying goes. Like that's your one thing. Like you that's your thing. Like, I'm going to always defend myself, and there are ways to defend yourself without being defensive. So if that makes sense. What are the messages for my Virgos? Messages for my Virgos. Thank you. Messages for my Virgos. Messages for my, messages for my Virgos. Messages. Messages for my Virgos. One more for my Virgos, please. One more. Two more. Okay. All right. So embracing life, meaning like something like do something like real sporadic, like run in a field of grass or go outside into a wooded area if you live in an area like that. Embrace nature, embrace because some of you guys out here captivity. Maybe you have been mentally healed. If you was if you wasn't physically in captivity, it's like you've been mentally captive, if that makes sense. Breathing your inspiration into a world, like feeling free, feeling like, listen, I don't care what people think about me, and I'm going to encourage any and everybody who comes across me or any type of capacity, like to be free, because it's the energy of being outside and just be like, the hills are alive with the sound of music. And like going outside and being like this, you're like being free, being authentic to who you are. Okay, empowerment. Look, empowerment. This is your sacral energy, right? Embrace your personal power. Slow down. Notice your surroundings and receive guidance. Connect with the heart of the earth. So, like I was suggesting earlier when I was on Instagram Live, I was saying like masturbate more. Some of y'all need to masturbate more. And I'm going to talk about this later on. But like, yeah, we be doing ourselves a disservice for the ones who don't do it enough. Anyways, but this is flaming desire and fire within you guys. But it's like the more you go into the depths in you, because you see these flames, and on this side, my left, y'all right, this dark, right? All this dark side. And then these flames over here. So your inspiration, all of that good energy that you need, Virgo, comes from you going and doing your shadow work. Meaning, AKA, go to the dark depths of you, right? Find your, I hear solar plexus. It's like your true willpower, your true stance or who you stand are. You find that energy by being more in tune with your body, more in tune with your mental, in tune with your spiritual, in tune with your physical. Because some of you guys, you feel pressure in certain parts, and I'm getting it in your heart. For some of y'all feel it in your heart. Some of you guys can have very strong Leo placements, but like it's something with your heart space, right? It's something up in here. Like a lot of you guys have a lot of contamination. And when I mean contamination, there could be some physical stuff, of course, because it's all connected. But this is about love. This is about people who have done you wrong. And maybe, people like to play like they shit don't bother them. Like, oh, whatever, I'm moving on. Listen, it's okay to accept, because I used to try to be like that or whatever too. I got really called down to a point where I couldn't do it because it was halting me in so many ways. It was halting me. It wasn't, allowing me to be free and really be in my divine feminine. Because to be a divine feminine, completely in line with that energy, you have to know how to feel. You have to be comfortable with feeling and allowing whatever comes up to come up, your emotions, whatever it is. If something makes you angry, if something makes you sad, if somebody has hurt you that you don't want to give, like, I don't want to give credit to that MF that they hurt me, but they really did hurt you. And you don't allow that to come, it's going to come up in different ways. So it may hit you later on in life or later on in a year, month, day, hell, who knows? So it's okay. Like, it's been people who I'll be like, I'm not giving that person credit that they hurt me, that they really ripped me a new one. I'm not going to give them credit, but you have to accept that, because that is a part of your growth, right? So we don't become people who are like, these people like that bend over and people who hop over us. We don't become pushovers like that. It's a way that we are reared and raised. Like, if we have a people-pleasing type of personality at some type of our point in our lives, like we feel like, oh, I ain't gonna be like that. I ain't gonna be, bitch, you ain't gonna, I'm gonna do blah, blah, blah. It's that type of energy. But you don't have to really be like that. And you being like that because, that hurt is there, and you don't want to address that hurt. You don't want to acknowledge that hurt. You don't want to give that hurt credit. You got to acknowledge the hurt. Trust me. If anybody know about hurt and pain and acceptance of it, it would be M to the E. And we all go through it, but it's about letting it flow, letting it go. And didn't I just see a flow card? I guess not. But yeah, so what are the messages? High Priestess energy, Piscean energy here, but that's from, yeah. Well, let me see. What are the messages? Virgo, let's get 3 more cards for my Virgos. 3 cards, please. 3 cards. 8 of Pentacles. 1. Let me get 2 more cards, please, for my Virgos. That's 3. That's 10 of Pentacles sitting over there in the corner. So that's 8 of Pentacles. Like, what are you working towards? Is there deception? Are you working towards working and getting a collaboration, a relationship done? Like, what is it? What is this? Let me see. What is this? Listen. What are you needing to listen to? What are you needing to be still? What are you needing to hear, Virgo, right? Clarify this deception card for my Virgos. Finances and career. I feel like you're not showing yourself entirely. You have to be, real talk, yeah, you have to be in this place of like authenticity at its finest. I'm talking about showing all levels of you, like the highs, the lows, the in-between, the crying, the sadness, the accountability. Accountability is very, very important. Excuse me, for spiritual growth, like accounting, you know what I'm saying? Or even saying, like I was just saying about, like, you know what, this person really hurt me. I don't want to give credit to the situation, but they hurt me. That it's deceptive not to do that, because you really wanted to build with something. You really wanted to, like, this could have been a situation where it could have been very, for like, however it could have been. It could have been lucrative money-wise with a situation. What is this? Exchanging gifts? Exchanging gifts, please. Exchanging gifts. It was hard in here. Exchanging gifts. Yeah, this was like fear. This had to do probably with some type of fear or needing to make a decision or having 3 options. Maybe these options were fraud. I feel like these 3 options could have been fraudulent. It could have something to do with a scarcity. I hear scarcity, or a Scorpio, or Aries, or a Leo, or a Sagittarius. What is this? It's, yeah, your authenticity is what makes you bank. That's what makes you money. What's the 8 of Pentacles? Because we got the 10 of Pentacles in here. That's money, money, money. We got the 8 of Pentacles. We're here. We're consistent. We're building, right? We're rectifying something, okay? And then we skip to the 9 of Pentacles. What's this? Not the 9, the 10 of Pentacles. What's this 10 of Pentacles here for? Thank you. Give your relationship. I'm telling you. This is having to do with collaboration. This could have to do with a Capricorn, a Virgo, or Taurus. You are a Virgo. Some of you guys are very captivating. Your beauty is very, like, on the forefront. You know how some people's beauty is very subtle? Your beauty is very much in your face type of beauty, right? One more card for my Virgos. That's it. One more card. Ooh. Y'all about to get some communication possibly about some money. Your money, the Ace of Pentacles, the energy is here for you. This is being illuminated to you in a very possibly abrasive, aggressive way. Or this is your energy when it comes to your financial energy, right? You're building and you're going. This is going to put you in a position to go somewhere that you really don't want to go, okay? I love you guys. Peace. Take care, you guys. I love y'all.